So, would you indulge me? Would that be all right? Okay. So, one of the things you may not know about Jeff is a bit of a planner. He says, here's a project, here's a goal, here's a decision or a direction I'd like to go, and I'm going to develop a plan of attack to achieve that objective. So, some time ago, Elizabeth? Okay, I'm not going to actually do that, but Jeff developed a PowerPoint. This PowerPoint was the most involved PowerPoint of all times. As a person who's not proficient in PowerPoint, visiting Jeff stood up in front of his, who told you about Pioneer League televisions, and he proceeded to deliver a PowerPoint about the changes that he was going to make in his life to affect change to become what he wanted to be. This was a PowerPoint. Now, I have undiagnosed ADD, but nonetheless, I paid attention because I love Jeff, and Jeff is a brother to me, and we walked through every bullet point. After every bullet point, new screens with graphics. It was very involved. To that end, I could be a typical best man, a bit of a cliche, and I could come up here and share all the stories of the things that Jeff and I have done together. I feel like largely they would be wildly inappropriate. But I will say a couple of anecdotes that I think are important. And bear with me if I get choked up because it's very meaningful to me. My father years ago said, it's very important. This is life lesson number 132. It's very important to surround yourself with people who are going to make you excel as a human being. To that end, I couldn't have a better best friend, and I couldn't be more thankful of the influence that you've given to me. Secondly, I was in about the 10th grade. I was back home in Michigan visiting friends, and I sat down with my friend Nate, and I sat down with his mother actually, and I said, what do you think, her name is Mrs. Flanagan, I said, Mrs. Flanagan, what do you think is the cornerstone of a successful marriage? I was in the 10th grade. I don't know where that came from. But I did admire her and her husband, and the relationship that they were at least presenting to me. And she looked at me and she said, Anthony, I know you think the world of Mr. Flanagan, but sometimes I don't like him. I don't like him very much at all. She's like, so some people are going to tell you, oh, it's love, and you love each other, all that type of stuff. But she said the cornerstone of a successful marriage, hands down, bar none. And this word means something special to me because at my wedding on 3/22/03, the same word was brought up by my best man, Jeff Glass. She said the cornerstone to a successful marriage is commitment. Because there are times, as Father Paul shared with us today, that not only are you not going to love your spouse, you're going to wish they left. Go away, give me some time. So along those lines, I would love to toast because I can tell you that on date number 3, after date number 3, I wasn't there. After date number 3, I spoke with Jeff. I got off the phone. I said, honey, my wife, and by the way, how good does she look tonight? Yeah. 7:45 to 8:30 tomorrow in the morning. But at any rate, I said to my wife, Wendy, something's different. There's something in the communication that we're having. There's something in his tone of voice. I think this is it. To that end, if you would all raise a glass to commitment to Jeff and Nikki, hear, hear.